Hey everyone, my name is Kelly Branton, and for my new student dialogue for Library 100, I did male, female, or yes please. It's a very controversial topic, but it had to be done. Someone had to do it, so I was one of those. I feel the group did somewhat achieve true dialogue at some points because there was a good bit of discussion, but then again, at other points, there wasn't a whole lot of discussion and such. So, whether true dialogue was achieved is kind of debatable. But that'll happen in any topic, whether it's controversial or not. In our discussion of male, female, yes please, there were some active voices in our discussion. Some, not a whole lot. A few students spoke up on various topics that crept up during our discussion, and we discussed left-handedness, right-handedness, what very controversial terms relating to gender meant. We discussed some religion and what we had developed most about. Mostly though, the leaders of the new student dialogue, male, female, or yes please, talked because you could tell everybody was kind of like, but that's how that was. Like I said, mostly the leaders did the talking during the whole entire time. Some voices were more active than others, but it was like 2 or 3, not a whole lot, but still some. There was a lot more reserved voices than there was active voices in the room because just I could tell that everybody was really uncomfortable with it. And, it was really obvious that many people didn't feel comfortable discussing the topic of gender and transgender and such with a bunch of people they didn't know. But, I feel like that's going to happen any topic. Well, this one a lot more than others because it's just a controversial topic. Being in part of the Bible Belt, it's just a little iffy. But it's a topic that has to be discussed, so yeah, like I said, there wasn't many active voices. There was a lot more reserved voices in the room. Yeah, there was a lot more reserved voices because everybody just really didn't feel comfortable with it. Some parts of things we discussed, there were a lot more active voices than there were reserved voices, but for the majority of the time, it was more reserved. In the discussion group, I honestly was more of an observer. That's how I naturally am. I tend to just sit back and observe what everybody else has to say and just take it all in kind of thing. So, I continued to do that for this dialogue. And I have really big issues with comfort zone, so then when I feel out of my comfort zone, I'm even quieter. And I was definitely out of my comfort zone in this dialogue, so I was super quiet, not very talkative at all. During the whole time of discussion, I kind of just sat back and listened to what everyone else had to say, but when we had to get up to walk around the room and put what we thought words meant and work in groups and stuff, I did interact with that and discuss with that and stuff. Sorry, I'm suffering from a cold. Ugh. I do feel like the dialogue is a component of Library 100 because in college you never know what you'll have to discuss with other people and you may be out of your comfort zone or not. It's just one of those things you gotta deal with. There will be times that a person is forced out of their comfort zone and situations that they aren't exactly comfortable, but you're still gonna have to discuss. In classes, if you have seminar classes, then that's discussing stuff and having dialogue. I do think dialogue is an important part of the college experience because you have to be able to discuss things with people all throughout college, in classes, and just in general. You're going to come in contact with so many people. that you just have to be able to discuss, and you can't just sit there like a knot on the log. I try, but it don't really work. But you have to be able to interact with people. Otherwise, if you don't interact with anybody, your at least 4 years here is going to be miserable. And nobody wants that because it is the #1 school ever. Okay, well, that was my new student dialogue on male, female, or yes, please. Bye!